Hi there, I'm Alicia. My husband is Jeff. We are Mother Truckin' Keto. Uh, we like to do keto, low carb, uh, different dishes, snacks, things like that. We've been doing keto since beginning to middle of March. I've lost 41 pounds. My husband has lost 51 ish. It's terrible. Men lose it faster than women. Seems to be a lot easier for them. Not sure what that's about. However, we like to do stuff up ahead of time. My husband is a truck driver and he is over the road, hence the name Mother Truckin'. So what we do is we like to make some snacks, dishes, stuff like that for him to take on the road when he goes. Things that are easy for him to grab. It's not always convenient. He's not always near anything to go to a restaurant, which you can eat at a restaurant and keep it keto. Uh, but this way it's just easier. It's definitely cheaper than eating out, especially if you're trying to buy keto out somewhere. Um, we definitely need to do maybe a keto restaurant. Keep the prices down. However, I'm digressing. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to make some jalapeno crisps with some Parmesan cheese and some cheddar cheese. What we do is we take a little bit of our mild cheddar. It says 1 carb for about a third cup. We use our Mount Olive diced jalapeno peppers. You can definitely cut your own if you like them fresher like that. I'm all about making it easy, making the keto work for me. I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of time in the kitchen. Let's see, these here, 0 carbs. Good job. What I do is I take those, I put them in a bowl, however much roughly I'm going to use, and then I pat them out on a paper towel to get whatever juice off of them. You don't really want to put a whole lot of juice mixed in with some cheese to crisp that up. It's not going to keep it very crispy. However, if you want a little less crispy, you're more than welcome to do that. Make it work for you. We also use some Parmesan cheese, shredded up. We like the finely shredded stuff. Seems to melt easier, faster. This here also, 1 carb for a 1/4 cup. You're not going to eat a 1/4 cup unless really you probably eat all of these, which is very easy to do because they taste very good. We cook them at about 375 for 12 minutes. And what we do is we take our cookie sheet. We put some, not wax paper, what I had on there a little bit earlier, had to switch that out, parchment paper. Put that in, or put that on there, and start out with clean hands, always first and foremost. I'll grab a little bit of the Parm cheese, and you just make some little stacks, however big you want to make them. The smaller they are, easier they are to handle, deal with. Let's make a whole bunch of those. Alrighty, so we got 12 of them on there. Like I said, you can make them as big as you want. You don't want too big of piles because we want them to crisp up nice. Kind of don't have them spread out everywhere like touching, because you definitely want them to stay together. You can't have little pieces flinging out everywhere. After that, we add our little bit of the mild cheddar on each one. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I said a little bit. And we'll go ahead and get that on all 12. Alrighty, so we've got all that on there. I did go through and put my little stacks a little more stacked together so they're not so spread out, like I said, so that way they'll stay together. You know, you don't want your cheese melting all off somewhere, then it's not going to be part of your little cheese crisp. Now we take our jalapeno, just depends on, you know, how much you want. I just put a little bit on, just a few, not too many. Just kind of spread it around the little stack there, that way it's going to stick in the cheese. Can't have runaway jalapeno here. Alright, so we'll go through and we'll put these on all 12. Alrighty. Got them spread around all 12 of our little haystacks here with the cheese, the jalapeno. Like I said, you can use whichever kind of cheese you'd like to use. I prefer mozzarella. Mozzarella doesn't crisp up quite as good as the cheddar or the Parmesan in my experience. If somebody else does it better, I mean, absolutely, try it. Whatever works for you. Definitely, like I said, keep it simple, make the keto work for you. You can also use like slices of cheese if you want. When you're using the slices of cheese, what I have found is the Sargento is a lot less greasy. So if you use a slice, that's the brand I recommend. You can definitely use the Walmart or Kroger brand or whichever it is that you have on hand. But that's what we've used for these is the little other brands, not the Sargento. You can definitely cut up a jalapeno and just cut it in slices, really thin slice rounds, and stick that on there. I've seen that done also. Like I said, whatever works for you. This is what we keep on hand, so that's what we use. Stand by. We're going to put them in, like I said, 375, 12 minutes. Should come out crispy. See you in a minute. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that stuff is looking pretty good. It definitely smells good. Alrighty. Beeper just went off. We're going to get these out, check them out, see how they're looking. They smell good, that's for sure. Alrighty. They look good. Not sure if you can get a really good look there. So that's what we're looking at. You can hear them sizzling. So we'll let those cool off. Let them dry a little bit. It doesn't look like we've got much oil from the cheese rolling off here around it. I've made other things before. Oh, turn that off. I've made other things before and have big giant grease spots. These look good. They're already crisping up. Alrighty, we'll be back in a few after they cool off. So you check them out. Thanks. Stand by. Alrighty. So I went ahead and transferred them onto cutting board with paper towel under them, just in case there's any little bits of oil. As you can see, there's a couple little dots. Not terrible. Definitely not terrible. These are crispy. Sure if you can hear it here. Definitely good. That's always a good sign when they crisp up, right? Definitely. Definitely good stuff. You can keep these in an airtight container for a few days.